All right, let's do a brief audio and visual check. Coach Jay, how are you tonight?
Check, check. What's going on? Sounds pretty good over here. Looks good as well. Welcome everybody to Slow Markets.
Welcome. How are you
Slow-ish
today?
markets.
Slowish. Depends on what we see today. Now, daylight savings. Daylight savings. Ron Flores. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. Saludos. Daylight savings, Jay. Do you want to update us? Like, what's going on? It's slow markets. We're trading as normal. However, the Asian market, it opened a little early today compared to what we normally do. I mean, here in Chicago, Central Standard Time, it is the same time as always, 7:30 p.m. Central. However, the markets are moving. The Asian market opens same time as usual for them. It's a little bit of hour difference. We're starting to see movements earlier. Thoughts on what's going on? What are you seeing? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so and Dakota, they're saying I get a little bit of an echo, but that
I
daylight
got you.
savings time, where we're normally used to seeing that spike of volume during slow markets happen, a half hour into the session, it's actually happening a half hour earlier, right? So if we take a look, that Shanghai Open for gold, which was normally 9 p.m. Eastern time, is now happening at 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, so a little bit of an adjustment there. We did change the clocks here in the States. I was, some people brought it to my attention during at the buzzer that in Shanghai they don't change those clocks, so they're still trading at that same time for them. We have to make the adjustment. Harrison in the chat says daylight savings is very inconvenient. Yeah, especially when you are trading global markets, right? What time do things happen? But
Exactly.
that Shanghai Open is now an hour earlier than we're accustomed to. So I don't know what we're gonna do at the bottom of the top of the hour here, but we'll see.
We could,
Should still get
we'll
some
we'll find
opportunity.
a way. I mean, we'll see movements. We're entering in more volatile time. It's part of the job, just part of the job. But let's get started. As always, welcome to Slow Markets, everybody. I'm Coach Dakota. To my left, your right is Coach Jay. In the YouTube chat is our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything we go over is for educational purposes only. You know the drill. This is not a signals class. And what an emotional roller coaster day for me, man. Trading, and it has its ups and downs. It does. You can
Yeah,
see
it does.
chat. You guys get to see when I win all the time. You guys get to see when I lose, and I no longer have my XFA, man.
I heard.
I
Saw the
know.
tweet. What happened?
So, yeah, if we get to 800 likes, I'll go over it. I don't know if I'm gonna be willing to go over it unless we get to that. I mean,
Yeah.
I gotta at least ask for something in return for going through it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's tough to talk
it was
about.
just
So
it was
let's
just
see if we can
going
get
and
those likes
going.
up.
I mean, you've seen the stats, right? It was just everyday good base hits, and then today happened, and so if we get to 800 likes, I'll go over it maybe in a little bit more detail, and maybe answer some questions regarding it, because I'm sure a lot of traders will have questions. And yeah, what do you see in these markets? You have your XFA, you're green on the screen.
Little bit of green, here. I was trying to get long gold, but gold is not trying to get long with me. Gold looks like it wants to continue selling a little bit here. We did see a pretty big spike of volume right around 6:15, 6:12 Eastern time. We're trading through the lows of that right now, and yeah, still looking pretty heavy. So just trying to read this. I do want to be long gold, but it might be lower. I don't know that I really want to short it here, but yeah, we're kind of seeing a little bit of a downward price action in gold. Looking at the 30-minute chart here, 200 moving average, 4,480. We tagged that to the tick just now and rejected from it after that volume came in for the Shanghai session. So I'm going to be patient here, looking for a couple opportunities. Equities, looking at the S&P. I may want to get long in the S&P as well. Lower though, 68.50s. Looking for a potential long opportunity in the S&P.
Okay, S&P. You're looking at gold. We got the markets are moving. So we have to
Yes, they
readjust.
are.
We have that daylight savings. We have to. It's a readjustment for me as well. Daylight savings. Got to get used to the time change, and get used to trading around it. So I'm going to switch it over to my screen, Coach Jay, if you don't mind. If you see a shout out,
Sounds good.
I see gold starting to sell off a little bit, but I'm going to do the regular rapid fire here on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ daily chart, we had that massive rally, and we've just basically consolidated. Is this a bullish flag? Consolidating up here just above 26,000. It looks like tonight we've had a decent sell-off, tested 26,000. We still have that gap all the way down here towards 25,700. If you could see that gap right there. So the question is, are we going to come down and fill this gap? Are we going to find buyers to keep pushing this market higher and higher? Seems like every single day when I wake up, there's just like individual stocks holding this NASDAQ up. And it's like, if it wasn't for this stock, NASDAQ might be down. And that's kind of been the story. We have a very dominant candle that we had on October 30th, almost the end of the month, where you could see where the high of this candle was the all-time high. And the low of this candle was, 25,850s. So anything inside this, I'm going to look at this as just consolidation. Maybe we could break down and go test and fill this gap, or we just consolidate longer and break out to the long side. I brought this question up to Andre, and let me maybe ask you this question, Jay. Is what does this market look forward to? Like markets like to hyper fixate on like something, right? Like whether it's Nvidia earnings or a Powell's speech or inflation data. Like, what are you seeing this market focus on this week or going forward?
Yeah, so I think the big thing is the legality of the tariffs that we saw earlier in the year, right? I think court's making a decision about that this week. So that might be it. But outside of that, just some type of update on the trade deal, right? Do we actually have a deal with China? Are we putting ink to paper? And yeah, I think that's what it is. The equities are pretty consolidated today. I do see somebody say the dollar as well. The dollar is seeing some strength also, but I think it's tariff stuff. Stuff, trade deal. Same thing it's been all year.
Hey, fair enough. So that's what I'm looking at. Zooming in on the hourly chart, I was looking for this move during the New York session. And you can see where is this considered a lower high? Maybe we're making lower highs and kind of forming some type of pattern. Maybe we come down and test these 900s again overnight. We're getting a bit of a sell-off already tonight. We filled Sunday's gap. Tonight. And if we zoom in, you can see what I'm referring to is that gap that we had on Sunday. It has officially been filled, and we found some buyers bounce off of that. We also broke through this major support that we've held since the open, and so support, resistance, support. We'll see, but gold is moving. So let's take a look at gold. And like I said, chat, if we get to the 800 likes, I'll go over what happened today and why you see me. Just got a new combine. Yeah. It is what it is. So I'll pass it off to you, Jay. What are you seeing on gold? I know you're actively trading it. I like the longs.
Yeah, taking a look at gold here, we are just really in a consolidation over the past couple of days, maybe 2 weeks or so, trading the same prices. I do like the longs, but I also don't need to force a trade here in gold because we are trading right below that 4,000 level. And we do have the potential. I'm going to put this line back on my charts here. Actually, we're holding it right now. So if you anchor a VWAP on the daily to September 2nd, we're holding that as a support, and we've been holding that as a support the entire time. So I like the longs in this general area, but I'm not on a shorter time frame seeing a trade signal to take a long yet. So I'm going to wait. All right. If there is a long opportunity, there's room all the way up to 40/40s in gold. So I don't need to try to catch the low of this move. Right now for the session so far, like I said, we were below that 200 moving average on the 30-minute chart, which is this white line on my charts here. Volume's trading below it as well. So if we can start to see price trade above volume and start to hold it as a support, right now VWAP's at 4,070, then I'll start to look for longs back up to 40/40s. But right now feels like trying to call the bottom of this market, which right here is not a bad spot. But I don't need to force that trade. I did take a couple of longs. You can see I'm up a little bit of money on the day. Took a couple of longs above 4,000 earlier. We got no follow through the 200 moving average, so I cut those trades. And then just waiting for some opportunity here.
Waiting for some opportunity. I got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
What's the max profit in a 50K? Jay, it's
Max profit in a 50K, 1500.
1500.
1500
Okay.
would yeah, because the profit target goal is 3K.
Okay. I'm still gonna try and do this with micros. I'm gonna trade exactly the same way I have been trading, and
Nice.
I like longs here in gold. I like longs up to four. I keep saying that, man. I keep saying I like these longs, but let
I
me.
mean, it's a two-sided market right now. So
It
I don't think you
is.
could go wrong either way with good trade location.
Correct. And I mean, I'm looking at gold in this, 40,000 40s has been such a major resistance, but we continue to just, whenever gold sells off, the market catches it, right? We have a nice sell off, the market catches it. Nice sell off, the market catches it. And so the question is are we catching it at these 990s again and maybe get a push up to these 4,000s? The market is open, or the Asian session is open. And so, yeah, let's see what we could do here. I could see we had that nice sell off to start the session, rally up, and since we opened the Asian, we kind of pulled back down, tested these 80s, 90s. So I'm going to look for a break higher and retest the 4,000. I'm actually going to just jump in it here.
There you go. Dan Emmons in the chat saying gold starting to look like crude. Please do not put that evil on gold. It is one of the best markets we've had to trade all year. If gold starts to get like crude, I'm going to be sad. Even if it's in a range, right? It's still a $70 range, high to low. So still some decent opportunity to trade. If it starts trading like crude, man, that'll be a sad way to end the year here for gold traders.
No jinx. Don't jinx it. Do not jinx gold. That's my baby. Gold's my baby. All right. Well, I'm long from 96.7. I'm looking for a push back up to 4,000. Back up to 4,000. Let's see if I could maybe build a position as we go up there. Let me know if you're seeing anything on your end, Coach Jay.
Not so far. We do have like I said, that VWAP is up at 4,006, 4,060, 4,000.60. So I'd watch the market's reaction there. But again, I do like the longs. It's just,
yeah, yep.
I've taken them a couple times already. So
I'm trading in a combine or not. Yeah, combine chat, 50K combine. Like I said, if we get to 800 likes, I'll go over the details of what happened earlier. Well, I will be on shoulder tap tomorrow. I just got. I confirmed that, Jay. I will be on shoulder tap tomorrow. Last time I was on shoulder tap, it was a few months ago. Yeah.
Yep. Again,
so we'll see.
Hey, I mean, shout out to the risk team. Shout out to the risk team, right? They're great at their jobs.
And here's the thing.
Kind of remind us what we need as traders, because we can get ahead of ourselves sometimes, but the risk team keeps us honest. So.
And the thing that I love about Topstep is nobody's immune to ups, like bad days, good, or like any of that. And Topstep will never, what do they call it? Play favorites, where anybody, me, you, anybody that you see on TopstepTV, not immune to the shoulder tap. I've been on there a few times actually, Jay. I was on there a year and a half ago with Mick. On there again with Ben. I was on there a couple times with Mick. We all need a shoulder tap every once in a while.
Yes, we do. I get shoulder taps from Coach Paul. He's just like, hey, what the hell are you doing? And it always feels bad. It's just like, damn, I let Coach Paul down.
Sean, yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't know if I believe you, Sean Boy. He says, Dakota, you said on the X you'll discuss your XFA. I canceled my daughter's orchestra concert to hear this. Well, you better hope we get to 800 likes. I said I'll go over it if we get to 800 likes.
What is shoulder tap? Shoulder tap is the segment we do during TopstepTV right after it's usually at, what time is that? 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central Time, where Jack and a risk manager goes over a trader's trading card, reviews the stats, kind of how they traded, if they traded well, if they traded poorly, just to kind of give a perspective on how our traders are doing at Topstep. Great segment.
Correct. Yeah. Shoulder tap has always been my favorite. Okay, I'm adding to this position, moving up my risk. We came down to these 94s. We came down to 94, bounced off of it. So I got a nice place to put my stop loss. And what I'm noticing is it's a little quiet. It's a little quiet. Let me get some.
Play some music.
On. Let's get some.
Oh, I didn't even realize. I have some music playing over here, but you guys can't hear it.
Okay. We'll let this play.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
What price are you long from here?
I am long from 96 half. 96 half.
96 half. Pretty much right here, right now.
Right here, right now. Let me know if the music is too loud, though.
Nope. Sounds good.
All right. Chat, I've been here before.
I do like the fact that we swept that low of the day and bounced from there. There was a ton of volume that trade. Well, not a ton of volume, but actually for the time period, there was a decent amount of volume that traded again at around like 6:15 Eastern time to the sell side. And if we get above 4,150, I think we see a pretty nice push up to 40-20s.
Let's see it. Right there. Stop loss is going to be at 93.6. 93.6. So let's see if we could get a push higher. I might even add to this. Might
93.6.
Yeah, I was, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, if we get to 800 likes, I'll review why I'm getting shoulder tapped, but you'll probably hear more about it tomorrow during shoulder tap as well. I'll go over the details that I have. PN gold is so bad for me today. The price action in gold has not been the best lately. It's kind of slowed down.
Yeah, I just want to remind everyone of that 3-month consolidation we had in gold. Gold kind of spoiled people over the last month and a half, where since September, all it did was one direction moves to the upside, right? Pretty much 40 trading days to the upside. But it right before that sat in a consolidation for 130 days, and it was trading in a 70-point range. So with
Andre's
the top now. Shout out to Andre in the chat.
Andre's in the chat now. He probably knows too, man. Nothing gets
shout out to Andre in the chat.
Andre, if you gotta hit the like, and then if you don't tonight, then you'll find out tomorrow during shoulder tap. Andre could probably just look at my trade report and see.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can pull them up.
He knows. Words don't. I mean, when you're in a position like me, Jay, word gets out fast. Word gets out fast.
Oh yeah,
and,
for sure.
I don't even know if I want to. Do we even want to do hashtag slow markets?
You know, I mean, you have to.
Yeah, might as well.
You have to. Trading day moves on. Trading day goes on.
Yeah, time marches on, man. Time marches on. Yeah, today after that happened, I went and I just hit the gym. Just hit the gym.
I hit the heavy bag the other day, and man, I haven't done that in a while. It's a great workout, but it's a lot.
It is.
bought some new gloves and
okay.
hit the heavy bag, but great workout. Nice trade so far here. I do want to see this above view. If we get above view up and then retest of 4,000s, I'll be in along with you as well. Probably hold this one for a little bit.
All right.
Looking for 40-20s.
They're in the YouTube chat. There's my there's the socials. If you want to go ahead and tag me on X for a hashtag slow markets. Instagram, you can see some updates. I always update stuff. I did pulling the sled today.
Shout out to Antonio in the chat. What's going on, Antonio? Live funded trader with Topstep. Seen him on fast markets a couple times before as well.
Sick. I have a big list of people I just need to bring on slow markets, man. Big list.
Oh yeah. Where do you anchor view up? My view up is anchored to, right now it's just anchored to the start of the session. just the start of the session so far.
All right, I'm gonna put a take profit just under 4,000 at 39.99.9. Oh, we're gonna grind it out again, man.
All right, starts with one trade. We got Trippin. I think that's what that says in the chat. Why are micros sometimes better than minis? I never used micros before. Do you recommend them? Yeah, absolutely. So micros are, in most cases, for gold, for example, you could trade the big contract, you could trade the micros. The micros are 1/10 of the value of the big contract. So risk management, right? A lot of times traders are like, hey, I only want to lose $200 a day. And then they're trading 3 minis in the NASDAQ. And that $200 happens in, as soon as they click the button, they're losing. So micros, just built-in risk management, unless you're trading 1 million of them.
Someone says, I'm sad to see Americans trading gold. Why? We're traders. We are all traders. We trade the volatility. Man, we got up to 99.7, Jay. 99.7. My TP was at 99.9. It's been that kind of a day. It's been that kind of a day for sure, man. If this now goes down and hits my stop loss.
Let's see. It's a good trade. Again, I still like the trade. I want to be in long. I was long a couple times earlier. But if we get above VWAP, I do want to get back in long here. 4,009 would be the first target, then 40.25s. So in this room, nice trade by Dakota here. Might just pass the ball here, and I'll take it and run with it the rest of it if we get above VWAP here.
Okay. All right, we gotta hit that 4,000 here on gold. Come on, gold's not done. Gold's not done, everyone.
Do we need to get Andre in here? Send him a link.
Send him a link just to hop in and pump this gold up for us. Slim says, where's my XFA? Well, it's not there. See,
she gone.
It's no longer there. Well, I'm in a 50K combine. So I told everybody I'll go over the details of the trades and everything today. And if we get to 800 likes, and we might get there. I should have done 1,000 likes. I should have put it.
800 is pretty good. 800 is pretty good, and I think naturally we'll just get to more when you tell the truth about the account.
Not about the truth. Hanging out here at 98s. Someone says we'll get more volatility at the top of the hour. Usually we do see spikes of volatility at the top of the hour. However, due to daylight savings, the markets and the volatility that we typically see during slow markets is an hour early. So we got that volatility at 6:30 p.m. Central. All right, we're pushing back up into these 99s. Let's get it. Here. I'm going to manage my risk now.
All right, we hit your like goal as well.
All right,
811. But trading comes first.
Let me finish this trade, and then I'll.
Gotta get back.
I'm not in a hurry to go over it. well, let's finish this trade up. I had like 25,000 in it, chat.
You did, yeah.
I don't even.
Tilt is a real thing. We've talked about this before, but like, the market is a black hole, right? There have been hedge funds that lost billions of dollars for whatever reason, right? Whether they didn't want to accept a loss or had an ego with wanting to be right. So there's no amount of money, right? And 25,000 is a huge balance in that account. But there is no amount of money that is safe from decisions we make in the market. I know that very well myself. We hear MP say it all the time, right? $30,000 accounts. It's a real thing.
And it was just one account, right? It wasn't copy traded. Copy trading,
right?
Okay, I would say $25,000 copy trading. Sure, maybe that's $5,000. But I grinded that account, just one account, using micros for 2 full months, man. 2 months,
right?
Just grinding it every single day on air during slow markets, and then on air during fast markets, and in front of everybody. Everybody saw every trade. They seen the statistics. They seen, when I took a losing day, everything.
Did you get tagged out on that trade?
No, man, it's
99.
Came so close. It hit 99.5.
Come on, you can do it.
And
that's why I'm not long yet.
Too early. I'm gonna move my stop loss back down to where it was. I like to move my stop loss once I hit my take profit, but I moved my stop loss a little early, thinking we was gonna hit the take profit. We didn't hit it yet.
Yeah, it's still a good trade here. I think we get it. Again, this is why I'm not long yet. Personally, I love your trade, right? Because you saw what you saw, you took the trade, but just that VWAP rejection, my entries earlier were just a little too close to it. So buyers need to show they can clear it first, and then I think we got all the room in the world up to 40-40. But
40-40. That's been the resistance. That's been the major resistance in the NASDAQ, or
yes,
not NASDAQ. This gold for quite some time. This 40-40 level, we've hit it a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and sellers have been stepping in. So maybe we see it again, and we'll see.
Coach Hoop makes a good point here. Top of the hour might show its hand. We'll see, right? So with the time change, I think that Shanghai Open is an hour earlier than we're used to, but we may still see some volume at the top of the hour here, coming in about 40 seconds. See if this gives us anything. We had markets making all-time highs last week, Dakota. You know what else is making all-time highs?
What?
Our subscriber count. We are 76 subs away from 188,000. Tell your friends, tell your grandmas, sign up on your dog's YouTube account. Help us get to 188,000 subscribers if you like what we do here. We appreciate it.
Almost at 200,000. Almost at 200,000 subscribers.
Almost. Pretty crazy. I don't know what the number was. Oh, look at this. Top of the hour here. I don't know what the number was when we started TopstepTV. At least, when you and I started, it was about 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, 2 years ago. It felt like 2 hours. Time goes quick. But it's cool to see what Topstep is continuing to build here. And we're not done. Just like gold.
Just going a few ticks for my stop loss or my take profit to back down. Ugh.
Hogue in the chat. Shout out to Hogue in the chat. Says, gold's my baby.
Hogue. Gold's, well, you could take gold. You could take gold back, Hogue. I'll give it to you after this price action. Yeah, let's see. Okay, well, I'm stopped out. And on that note, we got to the 800 likes, right?
I think we're there. I think we are there.
We got to the
864.
Likes. So anyway, do I really want to do this, Jay?
I think you have to. I think you kind of agreed to it when you came on and said, hey, 800 likes. Just do it, man. Rip the Band-Aid off. We understand it can be difficult, but...
All right. So traders already seen. Anyway, up on the top left-hand side, I no longer have my XFA. I do want to show the stats I had. We can reminisce on what they look like. This was my XFA right here. And yeah, after today, I got a phone call from the risk management team and said, hey, we're going to move you to live. We're going to move you back to live. And
let's go. Let's go.
$25,000 to
let's go
the live account. So
love to hear it, man.
In order for them to do that, of course, they have to close your XFA. And yeah, I see this a lot of traders in the chat move through that. Back to live. So now, it's not my first time. It's not my first rodeo, Jay. You've been through that. You've been through a few of them, of my ups and downs as a great friend.
Shit, I've been through my own ups and downs, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. A year and a half ago, actually 2 years ago, man, 2.5 years. I don't know anymore at this time. when I first started at Topstep, I didn't even want to trade. I just came to Topstep. I wanted to coach. I enjoyed the community, and I enjoyed coaching for a couple hours a night. That's all it was. And it started in Discord, right? And then, of course, drama does what drama does on social media. And they're like, oh, man, he's just Topstep coach.
What's up, Hogue?
He can't trade. Coach Hogue. There's Hogue. Hogue and the team, they know this story really well, too. Like, he's just a coach. He can't trade. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll try and do it. I'll do it. So I started an account. I made it to number 1 on the leaderboard. Stayed number 1. Stayed like the top 5 on the leaderboard for like an entire year. Blew my account, my live account, after withdrawing almost $200,000 to like almost nothing. And then I ended up losing it. Went through the same process again. Switched accounts. I went from Ninja Trader to Topstep X. Did the same exact thing. Grinded my way all the way back up to the leaderboard, became number 1, had almost $500,000 worth of payouts, and blew it again after taking the big payout this year. Blew it again, started back from scratch, and went through the shoulder tap. Started trading this. This is just one XFA, and I tried copy trading 5. I struggled with it, decided just to go back to 1 XFA, trading this. This is 2 months worth of data. And going back to live. Going back to live chat.
Great stuff, man.
As
Great
gold
stuff.
took a dump.
Yeah, gold is just melting right now. 39.8650 last trade over there in gold. The biggest thing I want to take out of that, Dakota, the way you did it this time, right? A lot of people will say, oh, well, it's nice he has a balance he can trade. If you were paying attention to the last 2 months of how Dakota traded, yes, he went on a hot streak, right? Not losing many days or whatever it was. But I think a big part of that, especially coming off of everybody, knows you guys were watching the whole combine challenge and things like that we did, where it was extreme over leverage. You took the exact opposite approach and just scaled it all the way back. Right? Where, hey, I'm only going to trade micros now and build this account balance. So I think more than anything, traders should be take notes and maybe inspiration, if you will, from that approach, right? Because that's what we're suggesting most people do anyway, right? Is trade small until you can build the account balance. And it's what, 2 months? 2 months?
Yeah,
25K in that account. And yes, Dakota's a great trader. Is everyone going to have those stats? No, we're not naive to even assume that. But can you trade better yourself if you do scale down? I think that's the best thing to kind of take from that. So good stuff, man.
Yeah, and the main goal of this, I don't want to say I don't care about the money, but for me, it was more about the process and proving this, is showing traders like, I've done it again.
Money comes with that, though. The money comes
of
with
course.
that.
Money is the byproduct, right, of following your process and developing that process. And I've done it once, then I did it again, and then I did it again in front of everybody, in front of my VIP team, in front of the TopstepTV during the day show, in front of the slow markets class. And then I see all this stuff on social media about the flashiness of minis and like, oh, you don't have big balls unless you don't trade minis, or you don't have guts unless you trade minis, and all this big P&L. And like, micros are very, very underrated, showing that you don't need these big home run hits. You don't need these big values of like this size to make decent money. Like $25,000 in 2 months is really good money. It's very much a livable wage, and just slowly getting those base hits. Sometimes it sucks. It's like, oh, I only made $100 today. Move on to the next. I lost money. I've had a few down days in this account as well. But micros. When you take a loss during micros, it's a lot easier to be able to come back tomorrow, trade again. You take losses in micros do not hurt as bad, and it allows you more room to be wrong when you're trading and you're not reading the markets right. It allows you more room to be wrong. Like you just seen this gold trade. Like if I take a loss, $260. Just wait. Know that you wait for another good setup. If I find another good setup, some of the winners, $300-$400. There's sometimes during fast markets, $600-$700. And just knowing that a $260 loss is a lot easier to manage compared to like $1,000 or just blowing your account that people just get so used to in this industry because you could just reset it.
Yep. Yeah. Really good stuff, man. So talk to us a little bit about that process. So you get the call from the risk team. They say they're moving you over to live. When do you start trading that live account?
Yeah, the process starts tomorrow. I got a call. Yes, I did get an actual call from him. Ben called me. He's like, hey,
shout out to Ben.
Yeah, shout out to you, Ben. You did call me. I'm not going to share the number, but he called me, and it wasn't a very long conversation because we've had plenty of phone calls. He's like, hey, it's time. It's time to move you live. You now have a decent balance, and you have enough cushion. When you do go live, you should be able to feel comfortable trading micros. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's do this. And then still going to be on shoulder tap because I believe that as somebody, maybe a public figure, I don't know if that's the right word, but somebody who's in the public's eye, you shoulder tap me, and I'm able to take the what do you call it, the negative drama on social media, being shoulder tap live in front of thousands. You could also see the good now. I'm going to be on shoulder tap with.
There are two sides to trading.
Yeah. Whether it's sometime this week, I'll confirm that with everybody, and we'll go over my statistics. We'll talk about it. We'll have a conversation with Ben, so you get to see both. I'm not immune to taking shoulder taps when my trading sucks. I'm also not immune to being happy and celebrating when I've been trading really well.
Absolutely. I want to give a shout out in the chat to Barry the Bear. Meet Barry the Bear. Hey, just wanted to say hi, guys. New to the channel, also new to trading. I click subscribe, hoping to learn more about trading. Barry, welcome. Welcome to the show. This is Slow Markets. Every night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. TopstepTV is pretty close to 24/7. But thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when we do go live. The daytime show, if you trade during the day, starts at 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Central for the opening call with Hogue that you see in the chat, myself and JD. But thanks for joining us.
Love to hear that. Shout out if you are new. Shout out to you, Barry. You said Barry
the
Bear.
Barry. Are you short gold right now, Barry? Are you short gold?
Are you short
it's working.
gold?
You see, Barry the Bear joined the chat, and now we're selling off in gold.
Now we're selling off. Is Bear, yeah. One heck of a name. And that's another nice thing is we have cool. And my name is James. Nice to meet you. And we have new traders all the time joining us from different levels of skill sets that maybe you've only traded for a week, maybe you've traded for a few months. And that's another thing that I absolutely love why we are doing this, Coach Jay, is all walks of life, man. Levels of experience.
Someone in the chat is saying, can we do some review on the NASDAQ? Yeah, let's get back to the charts for a little bit here. Dakota, shout out to you, man. Congrats on the live account again. Good stuff, man. You're going to be on shoulder tap tomorrow, you said?
I'll confirm the date, though. I know I'll be on shoulder tap.
Got you.
I'll confirm the date, everybody. Like I said, just stay tuned. If I post everything, I post a lot of stuff on social media anymore.
Yeah.
And it's been fun.
So here's what I'm kind of looking at here in the NASDAQ. We're right below this 26,000 level. Everyone keeps looking at this gap, right? Does this gap get filled? We have been pretty range bound over the past couple of days, a bunch of inside days. Today's price action was an inside day. We've already taken out yesterday's low, Monday's low, if you will. Today's still technically Monday, right? But we're trading Tuesday's price action. So we took out this low. And then if we go to a shorter time frame, what I'm looking at is we're under this 200 moving average, which for me kind of sets the tone for the day. Below this 200 average, I want to be short. Above it, I want to be long, as long as volume agrees with that as well. And right now, what I'm looking at is VWAP is below that 200 moving average. So I can see the NASDAQ trading down to the lower extreme of this range, 25,900s, if not lower, to maybe go fill that gap. And I'll show you why I look at the 200 moving average. We called this one out during the opening call. Look at the S&P this morning. That 200 moving average, white line on my chart here, to the tick of the New York session high, and we rejected there. No volume trading above it. So I want to watch the market's reaction to that anytime we get up there. But right now, the NASDAQ has been a better short. I don't know that I love the short here. I don't know how you feel about it, Dakota, but the short has been the trade so far for slow markets.
For slow markets, yes, we did fill that gap from
Sunday.
Right?
Yep.
And now that we filled that gap, it's just very hard to short the NASDAQ. It really is. I mean, we might fill that gap even further down. But these markets are so resilient.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. If you know nothing about trading, I think this is a good place to be. I would also suggest that if you have a ton of questions, join Coach Ray and Coach Vince in Discord, 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central Time. They do classes every day, and there's anywhere from 100 to 200 people in those classes, but they answer every question that's posed to them in those chats. Like sometimes here it gets a little busy, but if you want what's as close as you can to pretty much hand-holding and getting your questions answered directly, make sure you join those Discord sessions. They are great at what they do.
Yes. Yeah, those Discord sessions, and the Discord in general is absolutely
Discord
amazing.
in general, right?
Yeah, a lot more, I don't want to use the word intimate, but it's not as chaotic as the day show or as slow markets. We get to questions all the time.
For
Show
sure.
up. Don't be afraid to ask any level of question. You know, what's a 3-bar reversal? What is a candlestick? I mean, there's a lot of very basic questions. Don't be afraid to ask advanced questions, right? Coach Jay and I, we know what we're talking about. Jay knows what he's talking about. I got my Series 3. Jay, you got your Series 3. That's something that we don't mention enough of. And we are here to help out. And then hopefully demonstrate some good trading for educational purposes only, right? Right, Bernie? Topstep risk disclosure is always in the YouTube chat. And I am long gold again, Coach Jay.
Got back in?
To build a position. This is the same trade, same setup. Looking for that push higher. We'll see it.
That moving average on my chart was a 200 SMA. You got back in long here.
I'm just risking low of session. Have you been trading the NASDAQ at all?
Have I been trading the NASDAQ? Honestly, man, I really like the Dow. I really like the Dow. I've been looking at the Dow a lot more. I've been looking at the Dow a lot more, and the S&P. And the S&P. The NASDAQ is Dakota, I think I've hit a point where I'm done trading the NASDAQ.
Why? Why?
I don't know. We hear all of our seasoned traders. You know, this half of my hair is gray, and I appreciate the grays. I welcome them with open arms. But just in my advanced age, I think I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I think I'm done. I'm officially an S&P trader.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
An S&P. I know our fearless leader MP. He did it earlier in the year. He switched over to trading the S&P. He actually, I don't know if you guys saw MP's tweet, but he said, try trading the S&P instead of the NASDAQ for a week and see how your stats change. I've been trading it a lot more recently. I traded in my personal account today, and I want to be less stressed. Does the NASDAQ offer opportunity for you to, make money? But as I get older, Dakota, I need to settle down, and I think the S&P is my new home. They want you to switch the screens. You're in a trade.
Switch the screens? Okay. You know what? That might be for you. You can settle with the S&P.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm not settling. I still love the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's my love, my home. However, it doesn't mean I wouldn't suggest, if you're a new trader, if you're still trying to find that consistency, my recommendation would be the ES, just because it's a lot less sporadic, and for all of the reasons why you said. So if you're a brand new trader, or you're still trying to find that consistency, sure, I would recommend it. I love the NASDAQ. I love gold. It's something I'm used to. It's just like any of these markets. Each one of these markets, they have their own, unique fingerprint of how it's, or personality, and that you have to get used to. And I think that the ES, it could be a lot easier to get used to than the NASDAQ, or even gold during some volatile times. So I agree with that, Jay. I really do.
I'll still look at it. I'll still look at it because, we analyze it all the time. We talk about it during the opening call. We talk about it, traders ask questions about it. I think most of my VIP team is trading micro NASDAQ or micro ES. So we'll still look at it, but the pace of the S&P, I think, is where I'm at right now. The S&P and the Dow, great markets to trade.
So you've enjoyed it?
I have been. Yep, absolutely. What price are you long from here? And gold as well, right? I do like trading gold also.
Yeah, I'm long from 39.88.2. This will be my last trade of the night that I'm seeing. This, like I said, I'm going to live. This is a combine while I get my funds transferred to a live account. And this is something I really want to stress for everybody new to Topstep, everybody new here. The prop firm world is amazing when it comes to helping new traders. Prop firms should be used as a stepping stool or like a stepping stone on a trader's journey. I say this all the time. It should not be a sim forever. I've said it since day one, Jay, that the goal for a trader should always be a live account. You'll struggle, and if you do struggle, when you struggle, not if, it's okay to go back to a simulated account. Practice, develop your process, find out what you're doing wrong, but get back to the live account. That's the goal. Be able to get to a live account, take payouts, hopefully eventually, start your own personal account and your own journey, but not sim forever. Sim forever, that mindset, I think that's old news, where it still just blows my mind when I see, dare I say, simfluencers or, people out there that's still sitting in a sim account and just burning and churning and burning through simulated accounts and just happy with it. That just drives me nuts, man. It's like, okay, you know what? I had to take a step back and I'm going to go through this journey, but my goal is live account. My goal is to make money in the live environments, in these live markets, not just filter through sim over sim over sim. It's a real trading.
We got a question here from Worst Behavior. Gold price action has been pretty good. Do you think it's going to keep up? I think so. As long as gold is trading, we see gold in a pretty range-bound environment right now, right? Over the past 2 weeks, gold has been trading the same prices. But we still talk about it as one of the best trading markets that we have because the price of gold is so high, right? It's doubled in the past year. So a 1% move in gold means a lot more now than it did a year ago. So even in a range, we're seeing what was a huge trending day a year ago. So I don't think it slows down until gold price comes down. Do we get as directional as we were a month ago where we're just screaming to the upside? Maybe not, but still a great market to trade right now.
Yep. Someone says, aren't you on the sim? Yes. Yep. I struggled with my live account here at the prop firm, and then I had to take a step back, develop my process, find out what I was doing wrong the past few months, and now I'm back into a life. Like, the goal is the life. I've said that since day one. I've always said it, even while the prop firm is a stepping stone to get to a live account. Someone says, what's the difference between an XFA and a live? Well, an XFA is a simulated environment that you can receive payouts for. A live is an actual live account where your orders hit the books in the market. Do you have anything to add? I hope I explained that correct.
What's the difference between a live account at Topstep and other places?
XFA. Yeah, yep.
Let's just differentiate the live account, right? You can take money out of an XFA, which is great. And no, this is not a troll. It's a good question. You could take money out of an XFA just the same way you could take money out of a live account. There are benefits to having a live account. We see the live account bonuses. Again, shout out to Antonio in the chat, one of the traders who's gotten live account bonuses. You trade really well, and there's more money than you've made in the markets coming to you from Topstep, right? So there's that as well. Yes, you do have to trade in one account, but you get to work with our risk team. And that's the ultimate goal for traders ultimate goal for Topstep is to have traders in a live account. So you don't know what other benefits come down the line from that either, from that also, right?
Correct.
That program is continuing to be built out and improved. We just offered those, just introduced those live benefits what was that, 4 months ago, 5 months ago? And it's only going to get better. So
correct. And after a period of time, right, after so many winning days, you can take 100% of the live account out. And someone says, I don't care about live, I care about making money. Well, if you can't make money in the live, right, are you going to be able to duplicate it by yourself? Ultimately, we're traders, right? We want to be our own boss. Like, why are you getting into trading? I don't want to depend on, another firm or another person. Like, oh, are the rules going to change tomorrow? Are the rules going to change the next day? No, I want to be an independent trader who can trade by themselves. I could travel around the world. I could be in Bali trading, and knowing that I'm going to trade no matter what. Like, I'm a trader. If the markets are open, I know I can make money, and that's what I do for a living. That's how I pay my bills. I don't want to depend on anybody else or any set of rules for my own trading. Like I said, this is a great start to be able to learn how to trade consistently. Go from Combine to an XFA, then to a live account, and then prove to yourself that you can make money in a live account. And a lot of traders who, just jump in and put their money in a personal account and say, I put $10,000 in a personal account, and then you lose it all, and you're like, crap, that just cost me $10,000. Well, it's a lot cheaper to do it at a prop firm. And once you gain that confidence, yeah, I'm making money in a prop firm in a live account here at Topstep. I now have the confidence to put my own money in an account, and I have that, confidence to make money consistently. And guess what? You get 100%. You get 100% of that money when you're making it. That's the goal.
Seeing the equities continue to sell a little bit here. NASDAQ under 26,000, getting ready to make a new low on this session, 25,976.75 last trade here in the NASDAQ.
I say, bro, you should be more humble. No, not today. You get the less humble Coach Dakota tonight, because traders need to understand the difference. And I get that comment of what's the difference. And I don't want to say everyone's been programmed to thinking it's okay to just stay in a sim account, because I get pissed off. And when I get pissed off, that's kind of how I am.
How do you get Coach Jay on slow markets permanently? We got to make a clone. We have to make a clone. Coach Jay got to sleep.
Confidence isn't arrogance.
Shout out to Danielle Oliver. Shout out to Danielle. She saw that in the chat as well. We love Danielle. But as soon as you have that cloning mechanism, let me know. We'll get it going. Or AIJ, right? Actually, no, I'm not gonna welcome that. We are not getting replaced by AI. Can't happen.
AI can't replace you, Jay.
No, AI can't replace me.
Yeah, AI can't replace you.
Oh, I do like this gold long again. Well, I still want to see it. I still want to see it above VWAP, but
I need to see it above 92. Well, dang, we're almost there. We're almost there.
What if the current J is AI? You would never know. It's getting so good now. Technology's so good. There's NVIDIA chips everywhere. I could just be NVIDIA chips and vibes over here. You never know.
NVIDIA chips and vibes. we need. I mean, are you gonna have a multi-billion-dollar deal with OpenAI?
Hey man. Hey, we've joked about it on air a couple of times, but there's what's 1% of a billion?
What's 1% of a billion? I'll be happy with 1% of a billion. What is it? 10 million?
It's a couple zeros for sure.
What's 1% of a billion is 10 million? Fact check me on that, chat. I don't.
Chat. What's 1% of a billion?
1% of a billion. Is it 10 million? All right, let's get a breakout.
10 mil. 10 mil.
Yeah, it's okay. That's what I was thinking. All right, gold. Let's get this. Let's get the pump going.
You want to explain this trade a little bit?
It's basically the same trade, right? We look at the hourly chart, and these 440s have been major resistance, and every time we sell off buyers have been stepping in. They stepped in at a higher price, and I was looking for them to step in at a higher price. We've seen the consolidation. I got in long earlier, took a loss, right? That's why it's down 270. So we continue to held, and someone said, why micros? Well, micros allows me to scale in and scale out, right? Add some more as the market's going in my favor, add some more, and it also allows me to scale out. So if the market starts to rally, and I could take partial profits, right? I'm in 10 micros. I could take 2 micros off, then 2 micros off, and 2 micros off. That's one thing I love about micros when I'm trading, this size. As long as I'm able to scale in and scale out, it gives me more flexibility, and it allows me to add 2 winners and then, take profits as the market goes in my favor as well.
I'm going to do something here. I am going to put in a bid in the NASDAQ. 25.8. Yeah, in the NASDAQ, much lower here, because I don't know when this trade is going to, I don't have a trade for slow markets right now. I don't really see anything. I wanted to see, I took a couple shots in gold, didn't really give me what I was looking for. But in the NASDAQ, what I'm going to do on the daily, it's going to be a 1 lot. Actually, I need to adjust my position brackets. I'm going to use our OCO orders.
Okay.
Let me set these up. Oh shit! I'm not supposed to be trading the NASDAQ. I'm gonna do it in the S&P. You guys are right. I actually can't even do it. I can't even do it. I can't even do it in the NASDAQ. I blocked the symbol.
Let me know when you're ready. Let me know you're ready.
The orders won't even
over here. You ready?
I meant the yeah. Go ahead.
You're going to trade the NASDAQ.
No.
It went over my head too. I was just gonna let you trade it.
I saw the NASDAQ. I had it up on another chart. I said I was gonna look at it, but I'm not gonna trade it. So we're gonna do this trade in the S&P. I want to buy the equities, chat.
Hang out with me. I'll give you bad habits.
I want to buy the equities, so I am going to put a bid in the S&P, and I'll show you how to block these symbols in a second.
Just do a little.
I'm not trading the NASDAQ. It's not happening.
All right, gold's
all right.
Pumping. Let me know when you're ready. I'll switch it.
Yeah. I'm setting up position brackets right now. Give me a minute.
This
that was almost too easy, chat. Oh, the NASDAQ got him back already. Look at that.
This is coming out of retirement. NASDAQ. I have a few X's. All right, let's go pump to 94s. Gold pump to 94s. NASDAQ. Ojos J.
Ojos. Yeah. 68.40. 68.40.
Right, I'm going to start taking a couple profits here as we pump tonight in these 95s. I'll take one off right at 94. I'll take another one off. See, this is why I love micros, chat. See, building a position. I took the $207 loss. Right now, I'm up $500. Lido Bomb says, "Ojos locos." It's an inside joke. It's not really a joke. It's an inside thing. Someone says, "I hate micros." Why?
Why? Yeah.
Why?
They're a great tool. We see a bunch of live traders use them. We see Braden trading on fast markets. He uses them. Has over $100,000 balance in his live account. Trades micros.
Yeah. It's an amazing.
Nothing wrong with them.
Nothing wrong with them. But if you're able to do it in minis, then that's great as well. It's another tool and tool belt for us as traders. All right, Jay, your screen. You're wanting to.
All right, I got a bid in the S&P. Yeah, got a bid in the S&P. Risking. Let's see where the stop's gonna go. 68.20s. 68.12s. 68.12 is my stop. So risking about $145 on one contract. I'm gonna bid 2. So risking $290 total on this trade. What I'm looking for is a little sweep test into this gap. We're gonna fill the gap price wise. Here is the idea, and then trade right back up into the range. So have a bid in for 1. I'm gonna put 1 more in here. Stop's gonna go here. And my take profit is gonna be 68.81. I'm just gonna leave this on. I'm gonna leave this on. This is risking less than $300 on this account. The idea is we get a little bit of a gap fill and bounce from there. And if we don't, and we continue to sell through this gap, then I'll be wrong and the trade will be out. But using those OCO bracket orders on Topstep X to set a limit order there and go in the S&P and just let it work. If by the time I wake up tomorrow morning and that's not filled, I'll reassess.
And you'll let this work overnight? Like you'll go to sleep with this on?
Oh yeah. This one is just gonna sit here. This one is just gonna sit here.
And what if it doesn't get filled? You'll just close it?
If it doesn't get filled by the time we're doing the opening call tomorrow, I'll just reassess to see whether or not I still like that trade. If not, take it off. We'll see where price action is, but the equities do look heavy right now, and I would not be surprised at a test of this gap in the overnight session. I just might be asleep, so I'm just gonna leave that on and let it work.
Let it work.
Yep. Like I said, the equities do look heavy right now, but I'm looking for a sweep of these lows, a test of that range, of finally closing that range in the S&P. Because if you look at the Dow, and yeah, the Dow closed that gap already from a week ago. The Russell did it as well. I think it's time for the Nasdaq and the S&P to do it. Yarden says, we don't care, bro. Dakota screen. Well, Yarden, I don't have any control over that. Dakota's actually running the show, and he switched it over to my screen.
And this is
so
deja vu.
At least one person cares. Go ahead, Dakota.
No, it stopped me out. Minus 300. We got that big sell-off. We just came up to the 94s and just straight back down. That's just reading a few questions. Someone says, Coach Dakota, what was your biggest payout ever? I've only something, I don't know. I think it was $250,000 this year. This year I took out $250,000. And then,
yeah, nice.
Yeah, look, there you go. Somebody knows it. The boss is 227,000. There you go. That's my payout, single payout. But I've also taken out 187,000. Just under $500,000 of payouts in the past 2 years.
Zane in the chat says, I'm naming my kid Jay. It's a great name. Jay is a great name. I was not named Jay, but I've adopted Jay as my name. But you got stopped out of that trade. It looked good for a second. Where did we reject there again in gold? Was it
94 half? But I am back into this. Same one. I might even scale into this a little bit bigger. Using micros, of course. Ooh, there we go.
A lot of wicks on these 30-minute candles here in gold. On the downside.
We keep
a lot of rejection down there.
Yeah, we keep hitting the 80s and just bouncing off of it.
Yeah. Switch to your screen when you get a chance.
For 25 more likes, I'll switch screens.
That's gonna cost you. That's gonna cost you.
25 more likes, chat. I'll switch screens. Whenever they ask for something, I'll just do that. No, 25 likes. I'll hit them. I'll nickel and dime them likes.
Put the screen behind a like paywall. Phoenix says, I'm still looking how to manage a trade by clicking on the price scale. Can you point me in the right direction, please? Clicking on the price scale, you mean like this? So I have the DOM up on the right side over here. I can manage my trade. Let me turn off these brackets. Nope, can't do that. I'm trying to figure out how to answer that question.
What was the question?
How to manage your orders using the price scale?
Using the price scale. I don't know if I understand that question.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand that one. I mean, you could click on the chart here and just go, if I want to sell up here, I could just say limit sell up here, and that puts the order on the chart. Yeah, just right click on your charts, limit sell, stop buy, market sell, market buy.
Let's see. Okay. I think that is.
I think that
you're
was it.
referring to, right?
Yeah.
I don't see
I think that was it. Yeah.
anything else. Was that it?
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Phoenix just said it in the chat. That was it. There we go. How do you open the DOM on TopstepX? This little add components button over here. Then you have the DOM. Just drag it. Drop it in there. Now you got a DOM.
Little drag and drop.
A little drag and drop action.
Little drag and drop action right there. Right. Give me a second. Watching gold. I'm building this position. I'll switch charts in just a second. Coach Dakota, why don't you trade with a live account? Well, I'm glad you're here because I just got my live account. Just got called up. If you missed most of the show, been trading XFA. I am now back in a live. So yeah, there you go. That's why. Hope that answers your question.
I think it does.
Take us through your journey to live again. Hey, I did. I've done it 3 times already. Right for everybody. What do you mean take us through your journey? Nice thing is YouTube is recorded. I'm in this gold long trade for the 3rd freaking time.
Third time. Third time's the charm.
3rd time's the charm. Well done, man. Thank you,
the charm.
Andre. Andre's been through it. He's hand in hand. 6-7.
Andre is the GOAT.
Andre is the GOAT.
He really is. He really is. Gold going down to 39.72 before going up. Let us know, chat. Who's in a trade right now? What trades are you guys in? We see Dakota is long here. I got a bid out there in the S&P 6840s. What are you guys in right now? Let's take a look at the tilt. See what our traders are doing. Kind of 50-50 across the board. 56% short. Josh says, analysis paralysis. Have not seen you take a trade tonight. Well, I did take a couple of trades. I do have a $37 positive P&L on the day. I tried to get long gold. It didn't do what I was looking for. Unfortunately, we can't force the markets to do what we want them to do. I want gold to be at 40.40. But I tried to buy it 4 times and it's at 39.90. So I could put on a trade or I could wait for gold to get above a level that I'm looking at for some confirmation that it's going in my direction. And then I'll go from there. Only other trade idea that I have right now is long the S&P at 68.40. So I'm going to sit here, talk to my guy about his trades, see if anything else presents itself, and not force anything in the middle.
What would get you into a trade, Jay, tonight? Or are you just like, okay, I've done my analysis, I have my order in, we're good to go?
What would get me into a trade in gold is gold above VWAP. up.
And that price is 90.
Right now, it is 39.98.
39.98.
39.98.
Okay. Can you run us through your trading journeys? Sure. Why not? Why not run it through? Jay, what's your trading journey? We could do just a quick one. Just a quick one.
Yeah, the first time I ever placed a trade was the Nintendo game Wall Street Kid.
Okay.
The NES game Wall Street Kid was the first time I ever placed a trade. I was probably 4 years old. I had no idea what I was doing, but my aunt had the game at her house, and I was playing that game. And then Watched my parents, kind of growing up, just do some longer term investing and things like that. Just buying shares of companies that they trusted, that they liked, products that they used and things like that. So got an interest in the markets from there. And then when I really started actively trading was a couple years after college, and have been trading since then. Trading stocks, trading options, trading futures for the past couple of years. But yeah, that's me there. 6 years old playing Wall Street Kid. Great game.
Wall Street Kid on the Nintendo.
Yep.
Man, where was that game? I don't think I've ever played that game. Interesting.
You can probably still get it somewhere, to be honest.
Yeah. I might have. We have to go play some old Nintendo games, starting with NBA Jam Time. Hang tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it was. Man, I don't know exactly the ages. I'm guessing it's around 8 years old. Okay, I grew up in a very, very small town coal mining community, and everyone around me, my grandparents, like everybody that was an adult, they worked in the coal mines, freaking miserable. And I remember, when the teacher would ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? And everyone was just putting these like crazy like astronaut things, and I just wanted I want to be rich. I want to make money. I don't remember exactly what I put up, but it was something down the lines of finance, right? And so I remember finding and just looking up like where do I make money? It was finance. The finance world started to like be very, very attractive to me. Started to look in, and I didn't have a phone, right? 8 years old, 9 years old, you don't have a phone. But you started learning what finance was, what the stock market was. Stocks go up and down. You buy low, sell high, and you can make all this money, all this crazy money. And then I just started learning about it. I remember the old dial-up internet where I would first start Googling stocks, and I learned what a candlestick chart was. But at the age of, I think it was 15 or 16, I could get signed on to my mother's Scott Trade custodial account, right? Signed on as a parent. And then I would work like odd jobs, chores around the house, shovel snow here in Utah, and I'd put it in penny stocks. At the time it was, man, I don't know. I what was my first stock? It was like hemp. It was like hemp and some odd penny stocks. And then I learned about options around like 18, 19 years old, and went through college, worked a part-time job through college, and all the money I was making, I was basically putting into the markets. I've lost plenty of money learning to do that. And then trading slowly became my full-time job. It pays my bills. Trading pays my bills. It always paid my bills since I finished college. And then I kept working because I enjoyed it. I loved to work. It kept me busy. I loved what I was doing outside of trading. I was in supply chain. I became a director of supply chain, if you believe that. I had a huge team in China and Vietnam, had a team in Mexico, and I would wake up in the morning, work in supply chain, 2 hours at night. I'd trade, and I'd make probably 10x in the markets than I did in supply chain, which is just crazy. But the one thing that trading you don't get is that camaraderie, and I had the camaraderie just with a normal part-time job. Then I found Topstep. I fell in love with the community. I was like, you know what? I really enjoy this. I don't really need to, like, this is the camaraderie I'm looking for. I just enjoy helping traders. And here we are. I want to comment on something here from Amigo in the chat. Chat is spicy today. I think the more you get, more viewers you get, the spicier chat's going to get. But Amigo456 says, Candace Lau took a $1.1 million payout today. She's an ICT trader. You guys constantly troll his concepts, but nobody comes close. Your jokes mean nothing because ICT traders are getting paid. Amigo, I responded to you, but what I do want to clarify for anyone, don't project, right?
there are a million different ways to trade the markets, but I don't know that I've ever said any concept doesn't work on its own. Concepts are concepts, right? Everyone is trading the same prices in the markets, and whether you're an ICT trader, or moving average trader, moon cycle trader, I've said this plenty of times on this show. If you understand how to manage risk and do something repeatedly, there's more than one way to pull money out of the market. So, if that's your strategy and people talk trash about it, welcome that, because they're not looking at the markets in the way you see it, and that brings opportunity to you. But $1.1 million, it's real money.
And
it's up to that trader.
Hopefully it was in a live environment. That'd be nice. That would be really cool. Was it 1.1 million in a live account? But I don't think I have anybody here. There's so many different concepts out there that work, right? The number one thing that makes a concept work is risk management. And heck, you could flip a coin, and if you have good risk management, you could make good money. But the nice thing is, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go.
No, I was gonna say, DBA concepts incorporates all of those.
Yeah, I would agree. Get you some DBA concepts. Is there a book coming out?
No.
No book.
No.
It's got to be here. The book is Slow Markets.
The book, you get to see it every night. You lose money, DBA concepts. You make money, DBA concepts. Account blown, just DBA concepts.
CFT wants to know if I'm long. Not yet. And again, why am I not long gold? Because gold keeps rejecting at that VWAP. So there is no trade for me there. I could flip sides, flip biases, and get short gold. But it's not doing what I want. Don't want to be in a trade. But I'm not short. I'm not long in the S&P yet. Still got 17 points to go.
Spammer says, Dakota DM'd me pictures of his toes and it really helped my trading. Well, it wasn't me because I don't DM, but if it helps you with your trading, DBA concepts, that was not DBA concepts. Let's just get that one straight. No.
I don't know what concepts those were, but if it makes money, you can't argue with it, right?
Yeah, no. Well, we got about 10 minutes here. 10 minutes. We got to 1,000 likes. I appreciate everybody. You guys got to see me go through the journey once again. This is the third time I've went from a combine to an XFA to a live account, all here at Topstep. I've done it 3 times, made just under $500,000 payouts. I did it again. Hopefully I've been able to help anybody. And that's all it means. As long as I'm able to help somebody, showing it live on air, everything, absolutely everything, day in, day out, during slow markets, during fast markets. If you're following around my social media, sharing thoughts, ideas, what I'm doing, what do you do when you're not trading? It's like, oh, well, I'm boxing, I'm working out, I'm going to the gym, or I'm flying out to New Jersey, hanging out with my man Jay, and these different things. Because to me, I do believe that the psychology side of trading is more important than actual just placing the trade, right? So always appreciate it. We got to 1,000 likes. Very impressed. Anything that you want to add, Jay, before we end tonight?
You put out a challenge on social media in all of the
I did.
What was this? Competition. You put out a competition on social media. I want to comment on this one. The FOY.
Here it is. Here's the
competition.
Here's my competition. My own trading competition. I seen traders are loving the competition. This is mine. I posted it tonight. The FOY competition, Jay. That's what you're referring to?
That is exactly what I'm referring to. I love the rules of this competition. I think we could all benefit from participating in this competition. You learn from people. You can watch all the streams and everything else like that. But at the end of the day, succeeding in this competition is ultimately what gets you paid. So I think it's great for everyone to focus on doing their best in that competition. That's what I got. See you all for the opening call tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah, I did it. And the point is this is just, I love competition. It's great. It's fun. It should be looked at as a more of an entertainment side and not of, hey, this is real trading, right? Because we should, as traders, know the difference between a fun competition and real trading. Because there's a major difference, right? Depending if it's done correctly. But yeah, the biggest competition is the one that we are in against ourselves. It's us versus us. We focus on our own journey. Focus on your own account. Block everybody else that is distracting. And just focus on making money. It's us. Then you don't have to worry about any of that drama. Trust me, it's crazy. And I think I replied that last question. Sniper says, why don't you trade during regular trading hours? I do. I am on TopstepTV during the day show on fast markets. Not every single day, but some days. Coach Jay, you are on for opening call. And
Yes,
then
sir.
you are also on for a few more segments during the day. Do you want to repeat those and then we'll close it up?
Yeah, I'm on for opening call, on for the Trade with Topstep segment that is 12 p.m. Central time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, and then for At the Buzzer, of course, with my guy Coach Paul, every day to wrap up what happened in the markets for the day, prep you for the next trading day. I don't know about you, man, but my TV doesn't turn to anything but basketball and Topstep TV.
That's a little bit of football. I got a little bit of football and boxing in
A
there.
little bit of football, I guess. Yeah.
I'll go through. I'm scrolling and I'll run into boxing content.
Yeah.
Boxing content. Well, it was a fun one. Everybody. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow night, if not tomorrow during the day. Take care and bye.
This is such